Hey folks, this video is going to teach you how to take a part and convert it to terrain. You will need a plugin for this. It's called Parts to Terrain by mcargus. I'll put a link in the description. This is a really powerful feature, and I use it extensively in my games to do really cool moons and stuff like that. So let's get a part. We'll go for kind of a neat effect. We'll take a sphere and we will make it big. Then we will put it, let's see. Yeah, this is going to be very cool. Okay, so we'll put it there. We'll call this one outer. And we'll put it in the moon folder. And we will, let's see. We will duplicate it and have one called inner. Oh, dang. And so the outer one, let's make it semi-transparent so we can see the inner one. And then the inner one, we'll make it a very eye-popping color, like bright pink. And we'll make the inner one smaller. So what size is it right now? 586, 586, 586. We'll just say 500, 500, 500. We'll make it a little bit smaller. And then we're going to offset it. So let's look at this thing from the top. So where did it go? And we're going to pull this one, the inner one, forward. So the outer one's going to be solid. And then we're going to carve out the inner one by making the terrain of the inner one air. You will see. Okay, so let's go to plugins. We will go to Parts to Terrain. And I guess the way it works is you click on the material you want it to become. So we'll click on this rock, and then we'll select the outer. So it's going to, I think it's thinking, yeah, so it's oh, that cool. I think that's, yeah, it's a good, I like rock. And then the inner one, and so it deletes the part. The inner one we're going to make into air. So it's going to hollow this thing out kind of like some sort of egg. And let's see how that works. Yeah, that worked pretty well. That worked pretty well. And so let's close this thing, and then we'll paint the inside. So we'll go to View, Terrain Editor. Actually, first, let's do this. Let's go to Terrain, and we'll define rock as a different color than this. Okay, rock. And we'll make it, I'm just so fond of all the pink and red, sort of candy colored stuff. Rock, when it's up close, ooh, wait, there we go. When rock is up close, it's got all sorts of cool texture to it. And so we're going to have to put our water in all over again. But let's go to Terrain Editor, and we will paint. So Edit, Paint, and we will paint the inside something different. Let's do it our friend Glacier, and we'll get a really big brush and just try to make the inside sort of visually differentiated. Let's see, does that just paint the inside? Oh no, that paints the outside too. Who cares? So we'll just paint. It's doing a lot of work right there, so it can be very slow. Because this is a giant sphere with lots of texture. And then, yeah, so that's Parts to Terrain. And there's a lot of other cool stuff you can do. I like to add some spheres out of like a different material, just like put it like right there in the edge. I don't know about that material. All right, so 20 instead of 20, let's do like 16, and we will make it. What's fun? There's a bug in my house. Let's just make it out of Glacier. Not try to get too crazy, and make it a little bit smaller than that. 9. Yeah, and we'll just put some weird bulbous asteroid bubbles on this. So yeah, there's all kinds of neat stuff you can do. Like now we could like subtract and make it like sort of like taking out these chunks, turn it into like Swiss cheese a little bit. That kind of thing. All right, well, before we before we are done with this, let's get our water, our sea level, and just flood it one more time. So we just have to, the box is in the same place, so just create. We did this in my previous video. I don't like the sea being pink. I want the sea back to blue, kind of normal water color, because it doesn't really look like water if it's not that color. All right, so that's that video. If there's something you want to see, or if you have questions, leave me a note in the. Oh, look at this. Our ocean doesn't extend all the way. It's okay. Or is it? Let's flood it one more time. Great. There we go. Now it's in the back of the cave. Yeah, so hope you're enjoying this, and see you next time.